Hi, I'm Pete, and this is Set the Table First Steaks. Really set the table first. Get your drinks ready, get everything ready to go, grab all of our ingredients. We want them all easily within reach because this is going to go really fast. I'm going to start off. I've preheated my air fryer to 450 degrees. I'm using the broil setting. I'm actually using the elevated broil platform. I'm going to go ahead and I've salt and peppered my steaks on both sides. Let them sit for a few minutes. Just going to put them right in there. This elevated platform raises the meat up and gets it closer to the heating element. And by doing that, we get a better sear on the steak. We're doing ribeyes. Ribeyes respond well to a good hot sear. I'm going to set this for 4 minutes, and we're going to check the temperature at 4 minutes. If you don't have the raised platform to set your steak up higher and closer to the heating element, you might need to add a minute before you check your steak for the first time. We're also going to do some mushrooms and onions, and I'm going to do a little bit of the medium-high heat using some avocado oil. Any high temperature oil that you've got will work. I'm just going to get those moving around the pan a little bit so that they can get some color on them. The things that's important when we go to check our temperature, our goal is to hit like 135 for a medium rare. Unless you're into a little bit more rare steaks, I like mine a little bit more rare sometimes. And we're shooting for around 125. My goal is the first time I go in with the temperature probe, I want to be somewhere around like 90, maybe 100, get that flip. And if, say, I'm at 100 and I want to go to 135, I'm going to go another minute and a half, 2 minutes to get that additional temperature. Check it again. You can always put it back in and put a little more heat on it, but you can't take the heat out of it. You can't go to a lesser wellness. I don't know why they call it wellness. Well done seems like runes, but whatever. As these start to develop a little color, I'm going to give them a little bit of water. A little bit of water helps to get the heat into them without scorching them. We want to caramelize them a little bit, but we don't want to burn them. That steam cooks them fast. So the first year that my wife and I were together, I figured I'd do the Valentine's Day thing, what we're supposed to do, right? And, those expectations of how things are supposed to work and the way that things really work are two different things. So it's February 14th, and pick her up, go to take her out, go to a restaurant, it's packed. I think we went to 2 or 3 and they were all packed with like an hour wait or more. And that was when we decided, we hadn't even been dating a year yet. And we decided, it was going to be the Saturday before, the Saturday after, or we were staying home for Valentine's Day. Those were our options. We weren't going to do the go out and fight the masses again. And we held that up pretty good for like 25 years. I'm going to go ahead and add our mushrooms, and then we're ready to check our meat. Make sure you're setting this on a surface that won't be too affected by the heat. I'm at 86 degrees on that one. A little bit. Get right up the middle. Got 127 on that side. We're just going to give these a flip. We're going to go in for a few more minutes. and get these moving around. So after that, we did all sorts of things: steaks, seafood, fettuccine alfredo. But mostly we stayed in and just kind of took that time to learn to cook something new and have the time together and, you know, skip the lines, skip the drive. Weather's usually awful. We could be doing this on the grill outside, but it was 16 below zero this morning. We hit a high of, I think, -9. And we could easily be there for Valentine's Day this year. So, just going to go ahead and do it in the air fryer. Makes it easy. If you're in an apartment, makes it so that it's something that you can easily do that way. We'll go ahead and give it our cube of butter. Let that start melting. This was soy sauce and Worcestershire. A couple tablespoons of each. If your mushrooms take a couple of minutes past your steak, that's completely okay. They'll keep, they'll hold. Your steak is going to need about 5 minutes to rest once we pull it out of the air fryer and get our final temp on it. Once we've gotten that temp, I'm shooting for 135 as my final temp, which means I really want to pull it out at about 130. It'll raise about another 5 degrees while it rests. The outside of the steak is really hot from the direct heat, and the inside of the steak we want to just get cooked enough to be safe. The USDA sets that at 145 degrees. I prefer that 135. That's what most restaurants consider, you know, safe enough. Go ahead and check these again. Oh, that one's at 105. This one. Oh, we're well above what we need to be. We're going to go ahead and pull this one out and plate it. We're going to do this other one. 1.5, 2 more minutes. Put it right in the middle so that it's getting all of the heat. Mushrooms are looking good. They will get a little caramelization here on the onions. Cook the excess moisture out of the mushrooms, and as soon as this thickens up in the pan, we'll have a nice gravy for it. Now that I've pulled that one steak out, we're going to give it half of our butter. Put a nice pat of room temperature butter on there. And then we're going to use our herbs. I could use fresh herbs, but you know, it's winter in Wisconsin and everything is dead. So these freeze-dried ones work out pretty well. I'm just going to roll them in my hands, break them up a little bit, and put them on top of our steak there. And we're going to let that butter melt. Alright, those mushrooms have finished up. I'm going to cut the heat on those. In a few more seconds, we're going to check that second steak. Oh, we've got our 135. Move that over to our plate. Get our second pat of butter on there. This out of the way so I don't burn myself. Get some more of that butter. Get a lot of smell, a lot of flavor, aroma coming off of that herb when you crush it like that. And that's it.